Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Forged here. Just wanted to make this video today since we got FireKnight on attorney for some gear. So today I'm going to be bringing you a no legendary, only epic and rare composition that you can easily and reliably farm FireKnight 25. No hiccups, no trouble. You guys just need to make sure that you guys can hit the speeds and the crit rate and the accuracy requirements for this. Don't worry about the total crit damage or the attack that your champions have. You just need to make sure about the crit rate and the accuracy and the speeds. So Taragi, we want fast, prioritizing his A3 for that provoke. That way he can cycle back through. When it comes to the boss, don't worry about the provoke. Turn that off. Apothecary, you don't really got to worry about. He's just kind of there as like your fail-safe for turn meter boost as well as some heals for the boss. He's there for that multi-hit A1. Allure, you don't need to worry about anything for her until it comes to the boss. Just turn off her A2 and her A3. Only focus on the A1 there because she has a 75% turn meter reduction on her A1 if the attack is critical. Bellower, he's our total DPS. Just don't worry about prioritizing anything with him. Cold Heart, turn off her A3 through the first two waves. And then for the boss fight, open up with her A1 for the multi-hit, turn off her A2, and then prioritize her A3 since she's going to be the majority of our damage when it comes to the boss. So now once we're starting this fight, we'll start out, and that way you guys can kind of see how the beginning of the fight goes. And that team is just going to slowly whittle away at the waves. It's not going to be a fast run by any means of the word, but it's going to be reliable. It'll be consistent for you guys. So we'll come back once we get to the boss, and that way you guys can see how the rest of the boss fight handles out after that. All right, as you can see, we have made it to the boss fight. Apothecary is going to open up with that A1. Taragi's going to hit him. Then we got Cold Heart coming in with that A1 for the multi-hit. We got Allure coming in with her A1 for the multi-hit. And once that shield gets broken, that third hit from Allure is going to automatically reduce the turn meter by 25%. And that way, once that shield is broken, Cold Heart will then hit with her A3 for another turn meter reduction. And that way, all you got to worry about is Allure on her A1, continuously hitting that to reduce that turn meter. So throughout the duration of this fight, the FireKnight's never even going to get a chance to hit you. The turn meter is going to be fully reduced the entire time, and it's just going to be a simple, easy, clean run for you. Since nobody is taking any damage, we don't need to worry about Taragi using his A3 to put the ally protector, the shield up on anybody, since nobody is taking any damage. Apothecary is still going to be using his multi-hit A1, and he's still going to be giving you turn meter boost. That way, Allure can still cycle back to her A1 as fast as possible. And Cold Heart, she's just going to be hitting with that A3 whenever she gets a chance. So now let's take a look at some of the gear that we're going to be using on these guys. Now remember, you don't need to have as high of attack or crit damage as I have on these guys. You just need to make sure that Allure is over 210 speed to make sure that she can cycle back through her A1. And that's basically about it throughout this run that I found out. We're just bringing Apothecary and Allure and Cold Heart for the multi-hit on their A1 to open up the boss fight. And as you guys are seeing in the background here, Allure didn't have any masteries. Taragi doesn't have any masteries. But we do have Taragi in a hex set just so he can apply that hex when he does the provoke, just so we can get some extra chain damage off of everybody else's AoE hits. We have Cold Heart with no masteries as well, but we do want her fast. I more so have her built fast just so she can do my Sand Devil 25 team for me. Bellower, we have him built with a bunch of crit damage. Remember, you don't need a bunch of crit damage on him. You just need to make sure that he always crits on his attacks because he's going to be what helps you get through the waves. No Relic. Fully booked. And only partial masteries. Apothecary, we have in a Relentless set just so he can use his heal and turn meter boost as much as possible throughout the waves. When it comes to the boss fight, we really only need him for that A1 initially. Other than that, he's going to be doing very minimal for us in that boss fight. But again, no relic. He is booked just so we have his cooldowns low, and he does have his masteries just because I personally used him in my FireKnight teams when I was first starting my accounts. And there you go. That's a complete epic and rare only FireKnight 25 team for you guys that you guys can consistently and reliably farm gear for.